Fibonacci extensions are price extensions based on Fibonacci ratios used to project potential support and resistance after a retracement has occurred. All right, so we just looked at retracements. Now we're talking about extensions. Now for this methodology, we're going to use what are called extensions. We're also going to use expansions or projections. So I need to explain the difference between the two. The extensions are projected from one swing, and that's the difference. The expansions, which we'll get into next, the expansions actually take into account the swing and its correction. Okay, so the extensions are projected from one swing and consist of all the levels projected past the 100% level of that swing. So basically what you're going to do with this is you just add it to your Fibonacci retracement tool. Most charting programs, you add it as a negative number, so it goes on the other side of the 100% of the swing, and we'll show you that in a moment. All right, we're going to use the 127.2% and the 161.8% extensions in this methodology, and we're basically going to use these for trade targets for our very objective divergence setup that we're going to teach you a little bit later. Okay, so let's go ahead and have a look at a price chart and how these work. Okay, basically we showed the Fibonacci retracement tool, okay, which is the regular. When we measure this, we look for these retracement levels in here, 38.2, 48.6, 61.8. Those are all measuring the pullbacks, looking for the correction. Okay, now we're looking for the price target for the continuation of the move here. Now, in most cases, we're going to be using the expansion tool for this, but for the divergence setup that we're going to teach you, we're going to use the Fibonacci extensions here. So let me just blow this up a little bit so we can see it a little bit better here. Now, we have a divergence right in here, and you see that this actually qualified by taking out the high between the points that diverged. So what we would do in this case is we would look to measure this corrective setback. Okay, I'll just draw the divergence in here as well. Here's that divergence. Price moving lower, MACD cycling higher. Right, here's a rally. Now, just so people aren't confused, this is 3 swings, but this is an extension. We're going to get into that later. This move extended right here. So this did still qualify. Again, if you don't understand that yet, we'll talk about it a little bit later. So price rallied up now and tested or broke the high here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Fibonacci retracement tool, and I actually have a template set up specifically for this setup here. So I'm just going to switch over to that. It's the divergence setup right there. But you can see it added on these extensions right here. And these are our trade targets for the divergence setup. So now you can see we measured this swing. Okay, this swing. From the low to the high, we had a 62% pullback. You can see the market rallied up initially to the 127, pulled back a bit, and then continued to rally to the 162%, where it found more resistance and then a larger pullback. And if I pull up this is the edit mode for the actual Fibonacci tool here. And you can see how these extensions for mine are put in right here as negative numbers. So for my particular platform here, I put it in as minus 0.618 and minus 0.27 because we're actually, this is the Fibonacci retracement tool, so it's putting on the positive numbers are these retracements here. In order to get the projections, or excuse me, the extensions, we need to have the negative numbers, so it's on the other side of the 100% level, which is right here, the high of the swing. Okay, so these are Fibonacci extensions. That's how we're going to use them for this specific divergence trading setup.